Hello. So for today's video, we will be uh, discussing how to apply moving platforms. So in the last video, we have discussed how to put platforms and how the player interacts with the ground check and the ground so that they will only be able to jump whenever they are sticking to the ground. So for this video, we will be talking about how to apply moving platforms. So first, as you can see, we have made three new game objects. So we have put it in the level 1 floors. So to do that, you just simply right click and then create empty. And then as soon as that happens, we drag the platforms that we want to use inside this empty object that we call moving platform. So how does moving platforms work? So in platforming games, moving platforms are usually there for the player as either a way to get from one platform to another if they have a long distance that they can just jump, or they can either be a obstacle for the player to get across simply. So for our case, we have just used the moving platform to move the platforms from left to right, and to be able to apply that, we have used waypoints. So how do we set waypoints first? So first, what you do is you right click the moving platform parent and then create empty. And then from there, you name it waypoint 1 and 2. So to get the location for the waypoint 1 and 2, you simply click the floor that you want to move and then right click on transform. You can see here copy and then position, and then from there you go to the waypoint and then right click, paste, position. And then from there you can move the waypoints from left to right as you see. So we have done that for both waypoints. So what are these markers and how do you apply them? So these markers indicate where the floor is going to move from waypoint to waypoint while the game is being played. So in order for us to be able to track that, we have used a marker. In order to do that, you simply click here in the inspector and choose one of these markers. So I have put a different color marker for each floor that I want to move in order for not to confuse. So how does the floor move from waypoint to waypoint in the first place? So we have a new script for that. We have made a waypoint follower script here that I will open now. So here, as you can see, we have only put void update. There's no need for void start. as you only have to apply the moving platform while the game is being played. So from here, we have made a serialized field game object for waypoints. So why the square brackets? The square brackets is there for an array so that you can put multiple waypoints depending on what the player wants. So the current waypoint index is how many waypoints they start in the first place. So you always start with 0. And lastly, we put a serialized field for the speed of how fast the movement of the platform will be. So now in the void update, you can see if vector 3 distance, the transform position. So you can see here that what we have put is the position of the transform, the position of the waypoints, the transform position is less than 0.1 f. Then the current waypoint index will be incremented. And then if the waypoint index is greater than or equal to waypoints, the current waypoint index will be equal to 0. And then for the position, you have put here vector 3 move towards transform position, the waypoint transform position, and the speed multiplied by time delta time. This makes so that the speed, if you multiply it by time delta time, it will be just not too fast for the movement of the platforms while moving side to side. And then next, you drag the waypoint follower to the floors that you want to have a moving platform. And then from here, you can see the waypoint follower you can input how many waypoints you want. As you can see here, I put 2, waypoint 1, waypoint 2. And in order for you to put this here, you simply have to drag left click and then drag it from here, and then the waypoint 2, left click, drag here. And as you can see here, you can also adjust the speed of the platforms. Another thing is the sticky platform script. So what does this do? Before I added the sticky platform script, the player, while being on the moving platform, it just stays in place, and if the platform moves, the player does not move with it. So this sticky platform script helps so that the player can stick onto the platform even if it is moving. So let's check out what sticky platform script has. So here we have put void on collision enter and void on collision exit. So what this means is if the player collides with the platform, a action will be done. So in this case, if the player collides with the platform will be set as a parent for the player, meaning that it will be following the platform while it is while the player is on the platform. And in collision exit, that just means that if the player jumps away from the platform or is not on the platform anymore, it does not become its parent and therefore does not follow anymore the platform. So as you can see, let's try this again. So if I jump to this platform right now, as you can see, the player will be moving with the uh, platform as it is being moved. I mean, the floor has become the parent of the player, and you can see the hierarchy. If you click on the floor, you can see the player being the child of the floor. So if I move on to the next platform, you will see that it will disappear from the floor where it is now. So now it is moved and has been moved to the next floor. And then finally, onto the last. As you can see, it is now on the last moving platform. Finally, if we go to the last, the player is now outside of the moving platform. So there you go. Moving platforms are a unique way to help make your level designs and are always a great addition to any level. So I hope you learned something and enjoy making your game. Thank you for listening. See you in the next video.